Bill here with the Metals Minute. Today is Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. Well, we have the CPI numbers that were put out today, and we see that inflation has risen 4.9% since this time a year ago, April. So April's number came out 4.9% higher than a year ago, April. But month over month, they expected a 0.1% increase since March, but actually the number is 0.4. So it's 4 times higher than what they expected for the month of April, month over month, which means that inflation might be starting to pick back up just a little bit. We'll see what happens. Gold and silver took it in stride from a week ago today. Both of them are flat. Gold up just a fraction, silver down just a fraction. But we also have platinum and palladium having nice gains for the week. And from a year ago today, we've got gold up a solid 11%. Silver takes the cake, up 20% since a year ago today. And platinum didn't do bad either, 19%. So we've seen some good gains out there. All the details are in the write-up. But one of the numbers one of the statistics rather, that comes out with the latest CPI numbers is somewhat concerning. We've been hearing a lot about rising wages for Americans. But what the numbers reveal today is that unfortunately we can add another consecutive month where the rate of inflation exceeds the rate of wage increases. Therefore, a little while we saw wages rising at a much faster rate than inflation, say 3 and 4 years ago. But for the last 2 years, 25 months, April marked the 25th month in a row when the rate of wage increases is less than the rate of inflation. So what that means is on a general basis, on an overall basis, the standard of living appears to be going down for the average American. Now, as a trend, that's not one we want to see continue, but that's the way things have been going. On a good note, a lot of this inflation started with the pandemic and the conditions thereafter, the supply issue problems that was related to the pandemic, and now we've got geopolitical concerns hindering the supply chain. But on a good note, if we look back before the pandemic, say 4 years ago from today, there was no pandemic in sight yet that we knew of. And gold since then has risen 54%. Now we've seen some of the highest COLA adjustment rates for retirees in 40 years, but gold has exceeded even that. So if you've been a gold investor, gold owner for a while, or silver too, you're doing well as far as your savings goes, even during this time of inflation. So even though wages haven't kept up, and even though COLA doesn't always keep up, gold and silver, especially gold, has been holding its own over that period of time. And silver's really starting to come through as of a year ago. So I'm expecting further gains to come in the months and years ahead. Stay tuned, and we'll do our best to keep you informed. Thank you for tuning in.